Yo ho ho, and welcome back to more Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars, the director's cut, with me, Demon Wolf. What was I at? Room 21, shifty looking guy, Templar meeting. Here we go. Alright, so we looked through there and we saw the Templar meeting. So let's head down to where they were and see if we can find anything.
The water seemed to belong to an underground river or something. It was way too deep to belong to the catacombs. In the middle of the circle was a stump of stone, a shaft of daylight from the world above lancing down to touch it.
Non-omninus Moriar Calior e Tenebris.
There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle. Around the circle I could see words inlaid into the stone. On the circle's circumference were the Templar seal and two Latin phrases, Non omnis moriar and Clarior e tenebris. I shall not die completely, the brighter from the darkness.
In my inventory I can use? Oh, hold on.
The tripod's feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top of the stump.
I just noticed the three holes there.
The light, falling from above, struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays. And each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the left, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Marib. Should we go back and get the goblet?
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria. But they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Fair enough.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, Georges.
So that means yes. We want to go back to the church.
The priest was still busy with the chalice, so...
Really? Okay. We'll go to Marib in Syria. Or Syria and Marib. Or both, even. He's there again now. Can't go back down there anymore. Alright. Well, that's a long way. We're here. And that's a long way. There's Italy somewhere. Where bitch is Rome? Is it like there? Not sure. A few hours later.
The stand was being watched by a young boy, maybe 12 years old.
That's a boy?
Hey there, young fella. Speak ye you the English? Speak you the Anglaise? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si. and indeed we, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nijo. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Gussie, Fink, Noto, Aunt Agatha. What ho?
Good show that, by the way.
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar.
Okay, there's a show, isn't it?
Templar. Templar. Why,
Yep.
yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program, featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow, and
Sunburn, or
a
is that
stick
socks?
man with a halo. Bing!
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir, I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
What do you make of this?
Well, beyond the obvious, very little. That pattern seems very familiar, though.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest. People will come from far and wide to see my
Yes.
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hoards of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point. Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. The stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand, and I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternatively, is there any service that you require?
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it in mind.
That could come in handy.
Here, shake hands, Nijo.
I'd rather not, sir.
What do you make of this?
A man-sized double-ply tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake grease paint, apparently.
What?
Look at this. A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Callooh, Calais, sir. I must remember this day for posterity. My grandchildren will be fascinated.
Do you know the name Merlin?
I'm afraid not, old bean.
This plaster was very useful in Ireland.
Really? Your fund of travelers' tales never ceases to enthrall me.
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing! He was better animated.
So I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an inquisition in 1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition. We had it on the stand a couple of years ago. Ask me what a feuter is. Go on. I know all this stuff.
Never mind.
Damn dog.
Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders, they came to the East on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
I agree.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
I hadn't come all this way to seek out curios. As I didn't see the point of going all the way over there to get scratched, I stayed where I was.
Okay.
Ah, bad-tempered as well as ugly.
That's a good cat. There's a guy in there.
The cat was an ugly brute who looked like he owned the joint.
Fair enough.
It was a guess, but I figured the woman to be an American tourist. Just call me Sherlock. The stand was hawking ancient machine parts. How did this guy make a living selling useless old machine parts in the middle of nowhere? Embarrassed as I am to admit it, you can spot an American tourist a mile off.
Are those orange socks, or that's just a sunburn? Because I'm really confused right now.
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy, I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne? My name's George Stobart. I saw a medieval picture of a woman. Royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Fair enough.
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
Shake hands, Dwayne.
Why?
Just being friendly.
Let's just be friendly by keeping our hands to ourselves. Yeah?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lags to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why? Ow! You could have warned me.
You don't mind, do you, George? The folks back home will be real interested.
Where is your wife, Dwayne?
Pearl? Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
Hey, that's her.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be 30 years now.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
Have you talked to Nijo?
Nijo? He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not going to find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them there stands.
Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are 2 different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Oh, please. What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep. We're based in Cleveland, Ohio. Pearl writes the poems for 'em. You ought to ask her to recite some.
Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the problem.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens. Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
I was going to talk to his wife. I'm
Hello.
pretty much sure. Yeah.
I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George.
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George. My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl.
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Damn dog. I'll be right back. I'm back. The dog's probably going to bark in 5 seconds anyway, so...
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You're a phenomenon.
Huh?
Don't they have secret handshakes?
Oh, George, now you're teasing.
I don't even know what that word is.
Have you seen this man before?
No. A friend of yours?
No, not really. I liked her too much to zap her with the buzzer.
Fair enough.
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar.
I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else. I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
Of course it
I've
did.
been talking to your husband, Dwayne.
Oh,
Yeah, he tells me that he runs a greeting card company and you write the poems that go in them.
oh, yes, indeed. I consider myself the artiste of the family. Tell me, George, would you like to hear one of my poems?
Yes, go on then.
Okay then, darling, here we go.
Our sympathy upon this time, when your heart doth break.
I like the doth.
Classy, isn't it?
We know the grief that must entail when your schnauzer gets bitten by a snake.
Ah,
What?
it still touches me. What do you think, George?
It's very specific, isn't it?
You think so? We sell a lot of those, dear.
I can imagine.
Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot. Have you talked to the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him?
His name's Nejo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. Something to impress the folks back home. The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little?
Damn dog!
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines in Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
I'll let this play out.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
What do you make of this grease paint-stained tissue?
Oh, it's grease paint. I thought somebody had gaudy taste in makeup.
Well, I have no idea what she said about the snot rag, but... yeah.
Have you ever heard of anybody calling himself Merlin?
Merlin?
No, Merlin. Merlin. There's an O in there.
Moulin?
You haven't, have you?
No, darling. No moulins.
Oh, dear.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
The merchant was selling fruit. I decided I might have some later.
You need money first, George.
In the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do. The stallholder's face wasn't a great ad for running a kebab stand. The stand had kebabs dangling from the canopy. As a marketing device, it lacked something.
Go that way or go that way.
Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Most good.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
La, you buy kebab. None?
Huh?
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
La.
Alright, let's just assume he does not know anything. We'll try this.
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab? Come to the...
Well, goodbye.
Most good.
Yeah, we'll go this way first. There's a sneaky looking guy if I ever saw one.
The carpet seller had an impressive collection of wares. If I had the time and the money, I might have bought a couple of rugs. It was the pattern. I'd seen that pattern somewhere recently.
Right here.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Ah! Give to me! Give to me! A la mode.
Oh, crap! I didn't expect that to happen.
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No. And again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No. I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellent. Yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ultar.
Thanks. See you around, Ultar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
The club manager's bonhomie seemed forced. Looking at the place, I could understand that. Hi. Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, all righty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
Dear God.
Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it. The spittoon was nearly full. What did they sell here? Drinks or expectorants? Even if I'd wanted to spit, my mouth was too dry. The outside of the ornate spittoon was beautiful. The inside wasn't.
Oh, indeed.
I hadn't felt a need to spit since I was 12.
Really?
I don't know why, but I felt like I could trust this guy.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Dear God, there's a lot of stuff with this guy. I guess we'll start with the handshake.
Shake my hand, Ultar.
Ha ha. Remind me of thing that happened month ago. Maybe 6. Man come up to Ultar, say, shake hands, Ultar. But man have electric buzz thing in his hand. Ha ha. How we laughed. Then I broke his arms.
I didn't think electrocuting the big Syrian was a good idea. What does this grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Nothing. Why? What does grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Here? Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him?
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria.
Klausner.
Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture, Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on, he wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
What do you think of this plaster?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
How about a really small garden gnome?
Ultar not think so.
What do you think of this ball?
Is most splendid, mister.
This is a key for lifting manhole covers.
You carry some strange stuff with you, mister.
Troy.
This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English, and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough. Ha 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 ha! Ho 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 ho! Pretty funny, yes?
Hilarious. You should be on cable. What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheery up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon, whatever that is.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias. Ha 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 ha! But they gone.
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until brush come back. Signed the management.
Oh, well, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes, come back, it been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great she-bop band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions. What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
Is most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
Not right now.
No, I think I'll be hanging around the village for a while yet.
As you desire, oh mister. Rest assured, however, that Ultar is ready to transport you to Bull's Head as quick as a lickety-split. Yes.
Gravy.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune...
Right then, save game. LTAR. Ultar. See you next time. I'm Jim Muffin. Adios.